Welcome on in NY the Indie Podcast, House of the Dragon review, reaction, re-rate, rerun, rewatch show. Kevin Hurt, Brian Sherrod here. Two eyes each. We got both eyes on the prize today, but we ain't got no dragons in the show for it. So, it is what it is, man. We're here on YouTube, StreamYard, so subscribe to Mike, Facebook, IG, Twitter, as well as Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, and Stitcher apps. Wherever you find podcasts, you will find us. The NYMD Podcast and the House of the Dragon review, rewatch, replay, redo, whatever show. Listen, man. I think did we jump up another age group again? Did we go up how many years this time? Like 50?
No, there was no time jump because it started out at the funeral. So
yes, thank you. So it was at the funeral.
Yeah,
which someone found funny for some reason. I don't know what's funny about going to one of those.
Yeah, I don't quite know why your boy did a little giggle there. But,
I don't know why during the speech from her uncle about what's going on, but yeah, dude just had a little chuckle for some reason. I don't know.
What were your general thoughts about this episode?
I think my general thoughts is I like no one. And that's the main thought I got from this. Both sides are wrong. They both have issues.
Okay, I agree. Yeah, I don't think that both sides are wrong. I just think from their perspectives, they have to do what they have to do. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it's about survival.
But it's hard to root. And I asked you this last week. What side are you rooting for? I don't know, Hurt.
Yeah, it was easy at first because I love the character so much. Rhaenyra, I love her. Like her character is awesome. But now it's just to the point just like, okay, this is too much. It's just too much.
Yeah.
Like, dude, your little brother, by the way, just lost an eye. You're like, yo, he needs to know where he got these accusations from. They need to tie him up and talk to him a little something. Like, dude, we just lost your son. Cut out his eye. And you want him to be questioned more about these allegations?
Yeah, man. This episode was crazy. But did
you know what? You know what's funny? Because we were just talking about it. It's like those three guys, or the kids, Jace and Joffrey and whatever the middle one is. Like those, they to me are like, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, and Barry Bonds. We know they all cheated. They're all for the same thing. All right. So they ain't nothing Targaryen. They half Targaryen. They ain't full Valerian nothing in them. Okay. Like they ain't nothing there. We know those dudes. They used. Someone's used there. Those are strong kids. Those aren't, and it's just, but she has to try to defend it as much as possible because she's the next in line. So to question her virtue or her kids or whatever is something that shouldn't be done, especially not publicly. Even though we know there was some Androstein Dion going on there. Okay.
Oh my God.
We know that. Like we all know that. Everybody knows that, except for the person who does not want to admit it. He doesn't want to talk about it.
He knows. Everybody.
He knows. Yeah, but he doesn't want to. But for him, he don't. It's whatever. I don't care. Just everybody just chill out. Everybody go to bed.
Right. So you say you don't like anybody, but what were your general thoughts about the episode?
I didn't like anybody. I mean, that's my general thoughts.
I mean, in terms of did you like the episode?
Oh no, I loved it.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a really, really good episode. Just every scene had some importance. Every scene, there's some, was sad. It was, gut wrenching. There was, people who came out of character, like Allison, who was always playing this role. And all of a sudden, she went Bronx on people and just pulled out a knife on somebody. Then not only that, but
she went Sith Lord, yo.
What happened?
She went Sith Lord, yo.
Yo, she went straight. First of all, she went straight Palpatine. I was like, Lord Vader, get me an eye. Doesn't matter which eye you get, Lord Vader. I mean, what?
Good look, yo.
Because he didn't go get an eye because he didn't. My son didn't have a choice, so he gonna have a choice either.
Whew.
Like, yo, and he was like, she's like, and of course, Sarah's like, no, what do you know? Like, he works for me. And he's like, yeah, but I really work for him. Like, I can't go over there and do that. Even though if Viserys wasn't there, I'm sure he would have went over there and got it. Or at least tried to. Anyway.
No, I don't think he wanted to do it, dude.
I think honestly, because he's under that dude. You want to talk about turning? He went Ben Solo on us, okay?
Yeah,
he went straight. He has turned to the dark side.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, but I don't think he wanted to do that to a kid, though.
I don't think he cares at this point. And he hates Rhaenyra so much. And we knew that in the last episode. That those 10 years, that dude got straight bitter. Like, he's real Sith Lord angry.
Yeah.
It's like he saw Uncle Ben and whatever burnt up. I don't know what it was. He just turned. Like, lost his mom, whatever it is that took him to the dark side. Like, he went to the dark side and has embraced it totally.
Yeah, yeah.
So, no, I don't trust that dude.
Okay.
I don't trust him. But, I mean, who can you trust these days? But to me now, this episode makes it clear what lines are drawn, who's on whose side.
Yep.
And it's clear it's black against green. Oh, you got black on, I have green. I guess.
Yeah, that's what.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you go. I guess I'm with the greens.
I guess I'm Team Rhaenyra. Team
Rhaenyra. I guess I'm rooting for. I guess the Alicents of the world. So the queen consort. But yeah, man. This episode was fabulous.
Yeah.
And Aemon, that dude, he scares me.
Dude, yeah.
Not only are you approaching 18-ton lizard who could just burn you, eat you, stomp on you, whatever, just to get you out the way, to go claim him. But you're just like, yeah, I'm talking to him. Hey, homie, yeah, I got you. I know you ain't got nobody right now, so I'm here to claim you. Man, and just went up in the air and just claimed the biggest dragon in the land.
Yeah, but how you gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? You're what? I don't know what she is. His aunt just died.
I know, right?
I lose track. Right? Yeah.
What do you mean? Listen, I think all's fair in love and dragons.
I guess so.
Listen, it may have been yours to go do, but you didn't do it. Like he said, he had a point. Like, hey, you didn't go do it. Dragon right there, homie.
Dude, she ain't even did a day yet.
I don't know what the time was.
Look, the funeral just happened. They just had the funeral. Dragon. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, but hey, listen, was she want to lose an eye for that? I don't know. Yeah. They definitely tried to whoop him.
Yeah.
So that was the hard part too. I don't like seeing kids fight like that.
Yeah. But you know what? I was like, you're right. It was hard seeing kids fight. I was like, no, he deserves this. He
doesn't deserve to lose an eye.
I ain't talking about that. But I'm talking about who came in there talking stuff after he then took their dragon.
Yeah, that was wrong.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, you can't defend that. But yeah, he didn't deserve to lose an eye. Yeah. But he was like, it's a fair trade. I lost an eye, but I gained a dragon.
But I honestly kind of don't blame him because, like, he pulled off a big bad move, by doing it. So look, after you didn't claim this dragon, I'm confident, man. I'm the big boss in town now. He came in there with some swagger. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you claimed the biggest dragon out there,
right?
It wasn't like it was, a baby, baby dragon. This was like for real dragon. Like, this dragon is like massive. Vhagar's huge. Okay. Right.
This was like How to Train Your Dragon on steroids is what this was.
Oh, like Mark McGuire and Barry Bonds. Exactly. But I think Vagar's clean now, so I think.
Oh man.
But no, seriously, it's I put it like this: the Dragon was there. Somebody needs to go do it. He saw opportunity, and more power to him in that instance. I'm not saying that she didn't have time to go do it. Of course, she's mourning the loss of her mom, but this is how these things work.
Yeah,
this is how these things work. If anything, that should have drove you to go do it sooner.
Yeah.
Be like, all right, let me go. Forget that dragon egg I'm waiting to hatch. Let me go take my mom's joint.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So that was a good move on his part, man. And man, we're gonna see how this turns out. But I don't know. Like I said, I forget Rhaenyra's kids. I forget their names. I don't know if it was Jace or Luke, which one did. But yeah, basically,
he was the middle one. I can't remember his name either.
Yeah,
just remember Jason Joffrey. That's just that one.
Joffrey. But yeah, so he approaches him, and I mean they approach him and confront him, I should say, about him taking the dragon, and a fight ensues, and yeah, one of the Rhaenyra boys pulls out his dagger, takes Aemon's eye out.
Yeah,
which is crazy, man. But before we even got to that point, Daemon and Rhaenyra are on the beach. And
which is the darkest beach in history.
Yeah.
I really thought it was like, is that my TV?
Everybody was saying it. Remember, this was the same thing that they were saying about the big what was it, season 8? I think it was episode 3, where it was they had the battle on the beach at night, and it was really, really dark, and a lot of people had the same complaints. I forget which episode it was.
Yeah. But they did this on purpose, of course. But sometimes you don't know, because it's like, is it me? Is it my reception? I wish I had a heads up. You know what I mean? Yeah. But go ahead with what you're saying.
No, I was just basically saying that it just reminded me of that episode. But before then though, while they were on the beach, Daemon and Rhaenyra are talking, and yeah, man, things were getting serious, man.
Yeah. Well, at least she was like, me and Lenore tried, and it just didn't work. So at least they tried.
Yeah.
And I think they both, at least I know they both did or do really care about each other, Lenore and Rhaenyra. So I think there's what I feel happened between them was just an understanding, but it was a safe understanding, as it turns out. You know what I mean? That they do care. And he's been sitting there and just think about what he's had to go through this whole time, saying these are my kids, knowing that they're not. And claiming them, and the dad's claiming them, and of course the mom's like, they ain't your grandkids. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, he had to go. Just imagine going back home, visiting the parents, and your mom look at you like, I know, right? But not saying anything. Dad's just like, whoa, kiddies, Christmas, here's the gifts. Like, I don't care. Whatever it is, I'm going to accept. He's almost like, Viserys, like, hey, whatever it is, these are my grandkids. I don't care where they came from. And that's how Corlys was. But, his wife's like, nah, I know where they came from. These ain't no Valyrian kids, homie.
Nah.
So, she's like, who's getting Driftmark? Not them. That's who's, she's.
But I like what Corlys said. He said, what did he say? People don't remember what bloodlines, they remember names or something.
Exactly. And he's 100% right. And those kids have his last name until they get to, a certain point. But the name Valyrian will mean something, not, what he was saying. But they were traveling on the beach, but she was talking. They were just having a conversation about everything that was going on. And like you said, of course, when they've been having an attraction to each other since the beginning of time. And of course, they are Targaryen, so this was bound to happen.
Right. So my question, I need to go back and see the scene, but did Aemon actually see them?
No.
I couldn't tell if he saw them or if he was just straight looking for the dragon.
He was straight looking for the dragon.
But there was at no point where he saw them. That's the only thing
we could barely see him. How could he see him when we could barely see him?
Yeah,
that was that dark that we could barely see him.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. Like
he had two eyes in, he couldn't see.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. I got to go back and watch that because I thought maybe he did. I was like, because at first I was like, no, he didn't see him, but then I was like, oh, maybe he did, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So in Westeros, man, I'm gonna start calling this thing 2 weddings and a funeral, man, because good things just don't happen, man. You know, I guess it's kind of like in real life, man. Drama can happen in weddings and funerals, and it's no different in Westeros, man. Because good Lord, so we get the scene. I love the scene where everybody's in the, I guess, was it the throne room or whatever? Everybody's there, all the families in there, and there's just a whole bunch of fighting. Alicent is pissed, and I don't blame her.
Yeah,
you know, her son's eye just got taken out. He's gonna have a scar. He's got a huge scar on the side of his face. She is pissed, and Viserys just there chilling. You know what I'm saying? He's just trying to keep the peace. She's pissed, and he doesn't appear to be as upset as she is. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold on. What did you say? Hold on a second.
Yep.
I actually have Viserys with me.
Oh, wait a minute. What?
Viserys. What exactly do you have to say? Everyone go to bed.
Oh my God.
Everyone go to bed. I'm tired. Oh, wait. Hold on. I have too many arms. Everyone go to. Oh, I lost my hand. Everyone go to bed. That's basically what it was.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Can we all just get along? Yeah. Everybody go to bed.
So from Alicent's aspect, on the one hand, she's pissed her son's eye just got taken out. And no one's really trying to do anything about it. And her husband doesn't appear to really be taking her side. Or doesn't seem to be as pissed off as she is. So that's even pissing her off even more. Rhaenyra rolls up in there. You know what I'm saying? This was like don't mess with my kids episode. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's what this episode was. Like, look, it's one of those things like when you know your kid gets in trouble at school and they're guilty, but you want to kind of defend them. No, my kid wouldn't do that. Oh yeah, your kid did. Yeah, they did. Yes, your kid took his nephew's eye out. No, that wouldn't be my kid. Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah. And then, as punishment, we're going to take his eye out. Oh, no, you're not.
Exactly. That's where we draw the line. Like, hold on. This ain't no. Now, when we say eye for an eye, we don't mean literally.
Yeah. So, Alicent straight said, I want his eye. Dude.
Go. You, Sir Jackbutt, because I can't stand him. You go take out. And then don't, you know what? And he can ask him which one he wants taken out, because I'll give him he can actually choose, because my son didn't get a chance to. But again, the king was like, no, that's not happening. But she tried to order the dude to go in front of the king. The king's like, no. And that's honestly, if he was any other king, he'd be like, you know what? I want to put you up in a tower, lock you up there for a minute. You need to be quiet. I'm the king. You're not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
because any other not nice king in the past would be like, they wouldn't stand for that.
Right. But here's the thing. Here's the crazy thing for Viserys, right? The only time he gets mad in this episode, and when he threatened to cut people's tongues out, is if anybody even uttered the fact that Rhaenyra's kids aren't Targaryen. He got mad about that. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Because his heir, because his heir is, it'd be like an illegitimacy, so to speak.
His heir got brown hair.
Okay? Yes, his heirs got brown hair. So, but yeah, thing is, as we saw when he was going to bed, he actually called her Emma.
Yeah.
He still thinks about her a lot. Also, he's really old and really sick. and he looked just like Frankie that was just here. Looked just like him, basically. And he's going through a lot, and he's just tired of these. Think about all these whole 10 years that everybody's fighting, or the back. He knows people are back there backstabbing. Now he's got Otto back in here because, Sir Strong got burned up in his castle. So now Otto's back. Guess who's back?
Yeah.
Back again. So he's back and is all up in his ear. Allison has something to do with that.
Right.
There's so many moving pieces, but like everybody knows, they're just waiting for him to die.
Yeah.
And once that happens, it's gonna be all out.
Oh heck is going.
Yeah, all heck breaking. So that's why they thought of the plot to get rid of Lenore. Luckily, he survived it, which I didn't see that coming. I did not see that happen.
This is the one thing I don't understand. So, I don't know. I think that was all a part of the plan. I don't think he survived it. I think that was all a part of the plan. I thought, because when you think about it, Daemon has an affinity for him. You know what I'm saying? Because they fought in wars and stuff together when they were, battling the crab feeder and all that. And of course, Rhaenyra, that she likes him too. And especially when he came to her and said, look, I'm really going to fulfill my duty this time. I tried and tried, but no, I'm really going to devote the rest of my life towards you. I'm going to be the husband you need. You know what I mean? So I don't think she really wanted to kill him. Yeah.
No, not at all.
She wanted him out the way because at first I was thinking, no, they, like you said, no, they wanted to kill him, but the dude instead, because Damon approaches, I forget his name, approaches his lover or whatever and says, I want you to get rid of him nice and quick, blah, blah, blah. But instead they escape on the boat.
But he also said there's a place you can go where people don't care who you are, and you can just kind of live your, days there away from all of this. So he just put it in his head, but hey, whatever you gotta do. But if you do that, then you could go. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it's just that when they started fighting, I was like, what happened? And then it just cut to the scene where they roll into the chamber and they found the body of thinking it was, Lenore and in the fire pit. And like, unfortunately, it was the dude who just checked in for work. But
and I feel bad for Emma's sister, man, because she didn't lost her daughter. She lost her son.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all in the same week or whatever. I mean, it's just bad.
Yeah, she's gone through, and she lost being queen. So don't forget that. It's been like 30 years of that.
Yeah.
So she's been just bitter and everything. And her and Corlys are kind of like, Tom and Giselle at this point. We don't know what's going on.
Woo.
Yeah. So, it's a lot.
Yeah, man.
It's a lot going on. But definitely a wonderful episode.
Yeah.
Next week is, I think we're probably gonna go like 50 years in the future or something, or 8 years in the past, or 7 years sideways. I don't know. But I know it's gonna be how it is. It's gonna be a lot of action. I'm still surprised he's still alive.
Yeah, he can't be alive for too much longer.
No, he's got to go. And obviously, we're close to the end of the season, so he's going to be going soon. But it's going to be all out. One thing, because at this point, I'm counting dragons. I'm counting, who's got what. At the one side, I know the blacks have more the dragons than the greens, but the greens got the bigger dragons.
Yeah.
Than the blacks do. So it's team black, team green. So it's almost like Survivor at this point.
Yeah, man. But this episode was good. All right, man. How many dragons do you give this episode?
This one gets 9.
Yes, I'm with you. 9 dragons, dude.
Definitely 9 dragons. From the beginning to the end, it was nonstop awesomeness.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even talk about your boy Lara show. Yo, this dude is you
know why? Because I can't stand him. He's like, I mean, since we're using Star Wars, he just like, who is he in Star Wars? Not even Star Wars. You know who he is? He's almost in that dude, Wormtongue over in Lord of the Rings. That dude that was talking to the king, that he just kind of kept the king underneath the spell of Sauron. And he's just like, "No, your lord," and just snivelly. He just reminds of that snivelly. I just don't like talking because I can't stand him. I can't.
Yeah.
If you want an eye, I can get you an eye.
Damn, what? Oh, really? Like, and Allison's like, calm down, dude.
Like, yo, dude, back up.
This?
Like your contributions have been noted, homie. Now you're the Lord of Harrenhal and all that good stuff. Just back your little violent send out people, because you can't do it. Send out people to do stuff. Just back up.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I can't. Oh, man.
Taking out his brother, his father, taking out eyes.
He
like,
wants to take out eyes. He's like, well, hey, if you need it done, I'll just like chill out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, yeah, I can't. Whenever, and I know he's probably one of those people like what's his name? Littlefinger was around for a minute. I want him gone forever. Those people just seem to last forever. But the one thing I did say is that this is the first episode I almost feel like Game of Thrones, even though it was some craziness going on, kind of ended with a wedding where nobody died.
Oh, yeah.
And it ended with someone actually.
But there was blood.
There was blood, because there always going to be blood. Right? And it was blood between blood. But that's a whole nother story. And somebody escaped and lived.
Yeah.
So that never happened either.
Yeah. That's
so congrats. Those two things that happened that probably won't ever happen again. So, but yeah, you have any final thoughts on this episode?
No, man, I just really I love this episode. I didn't imagine that this show was going to be this good, Hurt. I really didn't. Man, it's like this season is so good. House of the Dragon is so freaking good, man. And I can't wait to see how this is going to end. And I can see how they could just keep going with this show, man.
And bring in other shows, as we know that they're going to do.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be as interested in this in any other show that's not concentrated on the Targaryens. I just think, when I heard they were coming out with this show, I was like, this is perfect. Because
I think we both
kept hearing about in Game of Thrones was the downfall of the Targaryens. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's all you heard about the Mad King.
Yeah, and the Mad King and everything, and like we get to see how it plays out. Because you're like, how does this house that has the most powerful weapon and the most powerful beast in the land become like an afterthought? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get taken out.
We're getting to see it. We're getting to see it, man. So
we see how, because the only way that you lose is if you fight amongst yourselves.
Yep.
And that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah,
we're not going to fight here. We may on the sports podcast this weekend, but not here. But we are actually we're in Allison and Renero. We got two different sides, so we'll see who wins. But thank you everybody for tuning in. See, I got my Eamon style going on. Maybe I might be here for Halloween this year. But thank you everybody for tuning in, streaming on YouTube. Subscribe and like Facebook, IG, Twitter, as well as as a Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you find podcasts, you will find us, the NY Envy Podcast. Thank you guys, and keep watching House of the Dragon.
Peace out, y'all.
Sundays, HBO, baby. Claim my dragon.